Welcome to this episode of Around the Shop.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
You know, and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
Vibro knife. I'm gonna stab it in the helmet. That's what they get for leaving it. It becomes a prop. And that's 850.
In Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Hi there, Mike with 850 Armor Works with our December end of month update. I'm going to try to keep this a little bit more short and sweet because as you may or may not be able to see, I'm right in the middle of actually making that Bo Katan helmet mold. And since it's December, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Hope everyone had a Merry Christmas. I know we had a fast and busy month. It just seems like, again, last week was Halloween and now we're already into the first of the year. So, what we accomplished this month, well, a good bit, so much I don't really remember everything we did. We've caught up with all of our production. We're still in the middle of a lot of the builds we said that we are going to be working on. Right now we are in the middle of painting one Death Trooper, assembling another Shore Trooper, final assembly on a Clone Trooper, assembly on a Death Trooper to go into paint. And once we get those 4 wrapped up, and we're right in the middle of the first order build. So once we get those 5 wrapped, we're doing some assembly line bulk building here.
I still got a little bit more to do to that. I need some styrofoam block. Make some rocks and set them up higher because right now they're pretty low.
These are just all B grade helmets that we had lying around.
Yeah. Still gotta finish the green on the wings here and then here. But that, what I'm gonna do is when I put the rock on it, or the styrofoam to make it look like a rock, I'm gonna raise them up to about right here, about that high. That way whenever they walk in, they'll see them up there, like that.
Yeah.
And then the rock mound will just be stacked up on top of it.
You just gotta add the rocks to this.
Yeah. Add the foam at the bottom. Then it'll be completed. Vibro knife.
Just stick it in there.
I'm gonna stab it in the helmet. That's what they get for leaving it. It becomes a prop.
But I think it's a great idea to get some of the stuff used instead of just sitting on a shelf.
Yeah. Well, he was thinking about it too. He was like, we have all these helmets just sitting around. It's like, why don't we pike them?
Yeah.
And then we had that big, massive aluminum rod sitting out back. I was like, there's Beskar spears.
We've got 4 or 5 Death Troopers to do, 4 or 5 Shore Troopers to do, so they're all kind of getting grouped in together and all built and then all paint and then all final assembly. And we have 3 clones we're working on too, so those will be kind of in the mix too. But by mid-January, we will have those first 5 suits done, out the door, at least by the end of the month.
He's got like some Death Troopers that he's gotta.
Oh, did you see the stacks? Death Troopers and Shore Troopers.
It's pretty much his bread and butter.
Yeah. Shore, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Shore, 7 Death Trooper.
We may actually be starting to get a little bit ahead, not have to work with as much of a lead time as we've had before. Few other little things, we finished up all the paint on the Bo Katan build. That's why the helmet suddenly became, hey, we've got to get this done now.
And then we're working on a full Bo Katan build too?
Yep.
That's what you're doing?
That is this. Most of the armor parts are already painted in the blue. Once we get them all ready, I'll start weathering on them. I added a little copper accent that goes in there. Jetpack, that's the first layer, and then we'll have some more layers going on after this that are different colors. Chest, back, belly, hand plates, and thighs. Thighs we're gonna redo the coloring because they should match this. It's a metallic silver.
Yeah. No, that's the headband thing?
Yes. And then We have an orange piece that'll go back here behind this and light up.
Oh, that's that's pretty cool.
Because for some reason they said that turn signal orange, which I don't think that's the right color, but that's what they want.
And you said you already boxed up the Bo Katan.
Yeah, she's in there. Came out nice. It took a while. I still don't think it's right because I look at the ones that are on there, the actual screen worn, because I have pictures of the whole thing, and I don't think the CRL is right at all.
Weren't we making this for a local?
Yeah,
So we probably have to wait to get some photos or something.
probably. But I have them where I have it laying out.
We took a little break from the podcast for the past few weeks. James had a family issue, so we just put it on the back burner. It doesn't take a lot of time out of our day to take care of that, but he had other pressing issues going on, so I'm going to give him a little bit of respect and reverence whenever dealing with that. And things we have coming up and looking forward to in January. Well, first weekend of January, right after New Year's, we will be at Fan Expo New Orleans. That will be me, James, Larry, and James's wife, Jess. You'll probably see us in various costumes, in street clothes, looking forward to having a fun-filled weekend in New Orleans there. We're actually getting hit with a lot of conventions right here in the first 8 weeks. We have Fan Expo, and then at the end of January, 1st of February, we have MegaCon in Orlando, and then 2 or 3 weeks after that, we have Pensacon here, and then we'll be able to kind of catch our breath with conventions for a little bit until we decide which one's the next. Dragon Con's always on the table, Labor Day weekend, got a room booked for that already. And we'll see what happens in between.
This one I'm thinking about doing like orange and black.
Yeah, like another custom thing.
Yeah, another custom color. That one I don't know yet. That one is one of our B grades that I chewed up along with that knee. And they'll go with this one, with the Death Watch.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
That, you know, and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
And this is just another display thing, or?
Yeah. That's mainly what I'm doing now, is just setting up display stuff.
We can like use it as a podcast background, or
Yeah.
backgrounds for some other
When we
stuff.
do Pensacon,
Oh yeah, that too.
that's that one that had a big massive hole in the center of it. The armor chest itself. Oh. And then working on that one. That's our little bitty one. The little boba.
It's almost like a kid's one.
Yeah, it's tiny. But I'll be finishing these, the Death Watch helmets, and then they'll be the last of those 2 kits, and then they'll be sent out. I just got to put the visors in, attach the ears. That's it on those. This blaster, I got more sanding to do to it, and put a rod down the center of it to keep it together. Most of that's all production stuff going out.
Yeah, these are all just little parts.
Yeah, we're just trying to catch up on the rest of everything that came in that 1 week that we were down.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of catch up.
When do you think you can start having some of this completed?
Hopefully before Pensacon is when I want to get it completed. It's been a long time since the Mandalorian mercs have been in Pensacon, and we want to make it a good showing.
So you guys are gonna dress up for Mandalorians at Pensacon this year?
Yeah. Hopefully this will be done by then. But it's a slow process because I want to get it right. I don't want to have it messed up looking or anything. Been a lot of modifications that had to be done to it for right now. But that comes in the process of just doing one.
And then I got the rack over there of the all the stuff that we'll have at Pensacon. This is the display for a random Mando. I've got to start attaching it after a while.
This would be part of our Pensacon display.
Yeah, be this and this stuff that's on here, and probably the Beskar, or the pre-Beskar. We'll probably end up going with it. This is that small one.
Yeah,
That's how small that vest is.
It's a tiny chest too, it feels like.
It's really tiny. But we'll have these two mounted. One on this side and then this one on the other side. And we'll just have them to where we can just throw it up there. And that's 850.
In Mandalorian.
Yeah. These will just sit here once I get them attached. I don't know why he brought his blasters over. I guess they'll go on display too. But that's that Super Commando.
Oh, this is their blaster? Or just the...
That's the whole holster and the blaster. That's the updated blaster.
I guess that's another project that kind of got put on the back burner.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any other real major announcements, anything going on. A lot of this is just continuation from what we were doing in November and December. But the best news is I think we're getting caught up. So by the time spring gets here, we should actually be building some inventory for a change. I'd love to see that. So Happy New Year to all of y'all, and we'll see you at the next one. Bye.
This piece will be the belly piece now. It's a whole different design. Still females, but it's completely changed the whole setup.
This is just like another custom one?
Yeah. It's gonna go in our shelf,
Your...
display shelf.
Oh, okay.
Still thinking about doing the next same color on it. You could do yellow and make it $2.
Yeah, make it look like the clown.
Put some golden arches.
You could just put, you could put it right on the divots.
Yeah.
These are hips.
I didn't even realize it was that color blue.
Yeah. Dark blue.
I guess he only wears it for like 3 episodes or something.
I think it's 3. And then with this kit, it'll have one of these added in. If you get the full kit.
What is that?
And that's the thermal detonator holders
Oh, okay.
for the belt.
Looks like his name goes on
Yeah. It's done. We did a test fit. He's got his thermal detonators. The ones with the magnets on them. But the way his is a fully completed set.